about the impact of technology, ICT, and AI, which is taking over the world. And that's what we're going to discuss next here with the Chief Technical Officer at AfriInvest West Africa. We have Paul Edward right here in the studio. Hi, Paul. Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning. And how are
So,
you doing today?
good, thank you. So, banks and everybody, they're depending on technology to boost their income and, get more customers and all of that. And it's happening all over the world, not just in Nigeria. But being a chief technical officer now, it means you are exposed, and I know that AfriInvest, you do a lot of research and all of that. How much adoption, apart from the big companies, small businesses and individuals, how much adoption have you seen or noticed?
So I think in the past, in a couple of months, there has been a very big shift in the way we kind of accept AI into what we do at AfriInvest. So we do a lot of research.
No, I mean generally, not in AfriInvest,
Okay.
generally in the Nigerian landscape, economy and all.
Okay, so I think this is no-brainer because everybody is on social media right now, and you're seeing the way a tool can generate probably an article in less than 2 seconds, and everybody is thinking probably is this the beginning of an end? So, and what is that telling you? People are kind of accepting, and in a part of them is also telling them that, should I be scared? Should I be worried about accepting this thing fully? But people don't actually have a choice because these things actually make your work a bit much faster than what a normal human would do.
Some people have said that a lot of people use AI without knowing it. But does that make people lazy?
No, I think you need to understand whatever it is that your job is, whatever it is, whether you are an accountant, whether you are a business executive, your job is divided into two phases. We have the part that you can do repeatedly without you thinking. You can probably even do it when you're sleeping, and you have that part that you have to think through it. You have to think through it to make what we call a judgmental call on it. So, what is that part that you think that AI will take? The part that is those part that is they are repetitive. And do you know why? Because AI is built on what we call patterns. They are built on things that they have seen before to produce what we call an expected outcome. So those things that you have to repeat over and over again, AI is definitely coming to take that out.
But I hear that AI is also working, or they're also working and making AI take a step further into decision making. What I mean by that is, for instance, in the market, the stock market, you can program AI to put some parameters to say if stocks fall at this, then do this, or if there's a projection or forecast of this level of profit, then you can buy. And I think that's where the fear comes in, that perhaps individual mindset and thinking may be required less and less.
So that's the thing. I said, just like I said earlier on, that this thing is built on pattern, what it has seen before. So it takes into consideration what it has seen before to predict probably a future outcome. So, but one thing you need to understand is that that particular model was not in my last stakeholder meeting. So it doesn't really understand that probably our customers are requesting for probably 2 updates twice a week. It doesn't know that probably the particular stock market is targeted towards a specific need. So if you are expecting it to probably make decision for you in that regard, it taps out because it believes that probably this is not in my fine-tuning. So, and that is where the human judgmental call comes in. AI use all these predictive analysis, what it has seen before, to be able to say, okay, I think this thing should be able to behave in this way. Then the human has to come in to say, okay, based on what you have shown me, I think this is not the right one. This is not the right call to make. And this is where human will always supersede artificial intelligence. So I will still end it on this note that people should not be afraid that probably AI will still come to take their job. The human part will continue to evolve.
But it's also, I mean, you use the word evolve there. So it also means that for human beings to remain relevant, you have to up your game. If the repetitive responsibility can be pushed to AI. That means you should be able to provide decisions and actions that are not repetitive and which AI cannot handle. So it now means everybody has to get educated.
So I can't really probably deny that, because for those that have refused to evolve, AI is definitely going to take their place. So if you whatever you're doing and you are not kind of thinking of how do I up my game in this thing I'm doing, AI is definitely going to take your place. But if you are looking at it, how best can I create things that what is the thing that I can't do that AI can now make me do? And what is the other thing that I can now do again to supersede the result that this is giving to me? And I think that is where human will always stand out. But if your work is just based on repetitive tasks, I'm really sorry to say, AI is really coming to take that part of your job.
So with this trend now, what advice would you have for humans who are already in career and those, for instance, coming out of school? I mean, I heard some courses have been outdated, obviously. I mean, you're studying business administration and things like that. What do you come out to do? So what advice would you give to individuals, either who already have a career or those who are coming out, to build a career?
So I think the first question you should ask yourself is this: what is that thing that you can do that the AI can make you do better? So, and the second advice is that how best can you evolve out of what you are currently doing? So this thing should actually be, it should be an aid for me to be able to up my game, not me completely depending on it. The moment you start depending on it for your decision making, for everything you're doing, that is a sign that in a very short while, you'll be out of business. So the question you should keep asking yourself, if they are releasing a model that has the capacity to do this, how can I up my game? How can this thing help me to be able to produce a very much better result in a very short period of time?
So with this now, what areas or sectors do you see as most lucrative to build career at this time?
Now that question is a bit tricky, because now we would have said probably that the technical arm, of course, but no, the way this thing is being trained right now, it has the capacity to touch almost all areas. I think right now we are already talking about probably robotics coming to interview humans, just like you're talking to me.
Yeah, one of a TV station in Nigeria said they're cloning anchors.
Exactly. So it's actually touching all arms. So what I would say right now is almost every area, as long as you are not going to till the ground, and as long as, even if you're still tilling the ground, you still need to rely it for some information, probably research on some things that you need to probably help you make make better produce. So I think this thing has touched almost all areas, and there is no particular areas that is left alone. So the best thing is, whatever you're doing, look at it very closely. How can this thing help me up my game? So almost every area right now has been kind of affected.
Talking about tilling the ground, we know that the Minister of ICT some time ago showed us how he uses his drone in his farm.
Exactly.
Very interesting. Maybe we can get some robots that will come and help us actually do the...
We even have some kind of innovation right now that probably through the satellite they can use probably to detect the areas where they can actually get good palm oils. That is actually one of the very good use of technology and AI as well. So it's actually touching every area, and I don't think there will be any area that will really be left untouched. And I think this is one of the fears humans actually have.
Yeah, well, I guess instead of making it a fear, we should make it a challenge to, increase skills, build our skills better and get new knowledge. But thank you so much, Chief Technical Officer at AfriInvest West Africa, Paul Edward.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.